Excellencies, dear honorable guests, ladies and gentlemen, dear colleagues and friends, it is my great pleasure to convey this message on behalf of the Director General of UNESCO, Madame Audrey Azoulay, on the occasion of the International Day of Women and Girls in Science. The first message that I'd like to convey today is that the lack of gender equality in science is not just a problem that affects women, it also hamstrings a country's development. Today, 1 in 3 researchers is a woman. The ratio could be much higher. Women have achieved parity at the bachelor's and master's levels of study, and they're on the cusp at the PhD level. But many of these graduates are not choosing to embark on a career in research, or they are leaving the research profession prematurely. In today's day and age, it is shocking that men and women still do not enjoy equal opportunity and equal pay in the workplace. We must step up our efforts to adopt gender transformative policies and programs that level the playing field from the school ground to the highest levels of decision making. One way of eliminating gender stereotypes is to showcase exceptional women. This is what the UNESCO and the Fondation L'Oréal have been doing for the past 23 years through the 4 Women in Science program. I'm very pleased to note that several of the laureates from the L'Oréal UNESCO for Women in Science program will be joining us here today at this stimulating event. So how are we going to tackle today's daunting challenges such as climate change, biodiversity loss, the viral epidemics, or the rapid development of artificial intelligence if we cannot call upon all of our best minds wherever they may be? This is why it is so urgent to close the gender gap in science and technology. We live in times of unprecedented pressures on water resources. Water consumption is growing, and to make matters worse, climate change is adversely affecting our water supply. Climate change is bringing more intense rainfall and associated flooding, as well as more severe droughts in many parts of the world. Within communities, no one is feeling the effect of this dual water and climate crisis more than women and girls. The burden of fetching water often calls to them. Women and girls may have trouble accessing not only the clean water, but also sanitation and hygiene services. In many cases, these difficulties will affect their schooling and later their livelihood, their future, our future. Despite that fact that women play a crucial role in climate change, adaptation and mitigation, their voices are not being heard. Women make up less than 17% of total paid workforce in the water sector, according to the information and the data from the World Water Development Report 2016 produced by UNESCO. Women make up an even smaller minority in research and decision-making positions. The water sector remains a male-dominated environment. We need to hear the voice of women, for only then we will be able to tackle climate change effectively. Women have the knowledge and the understanding of what is needed to adapt to the changing environmental conditions and the ability to come up with practical, more equitable and more sustainable solutions. Over the next 8 years, UNESCO will be prioritizing approaches to integrated water management that are climate resilient and gender balanced. The dual approach will be incorporated into projects to improve monitoring and forecasting of water-related hazards, such as floods, storms, and droughts. UNESCO will also foster a gender-balanced approach to water management by encouraging community participation through citizen science, through its intergovernmental hydrological program. In conclusion, I'd like to thank all the speakers today for being willing to share their state-of-the-art knowledge with us, and I look forward to this dialogue. Thank you very much.